Welcome to Paris and the City of Love. Did you know you can take a train from Paris, spend a day exploring some incredible places, and still return in time for dinner? Welcome to our travel guide on the 8 best day trips from Paris, where we'll show you places that will have you adding new destinations to your trip. Number 1. Giverny. Just an hour from Paris, you can tour Monet's home and gardens in the charming town of Giverny. Claude Monet, the father of Impressionism, lived here from 1883 until his death in 1926. You will see many examples of his work all throughout his home. Make your way to the Japanese bridge and see the water lilies that inspired many of Monet's masterpieces. Number 2. Fontainebleau Palace. Located just an hour from Paris is the magnificent Chateau de Fontainebleau, a former royal residence. The Fontainebleau has over 1,500 rooms. Save time to tour the Grand Parterre, the largest formal garden in Europe. Number 3. The Chateau de Chantilly. Just 25 minutes from Paris is the exquisite Chateau de Chantilly. This chateau is surrounded by beautiful gardens and has an equestrian history. Horse races are still run at Chantilly Racecourse. The Chateau de Chantilly houses the second largest collection of antique paintings in France, after the Louvre Museum in Paris. It is also the birthplace of whipped cream, known as crème chantilly. Be sure to sample some before leaving. Number 4. Rouen. About 1.5 hours from Paris, Rouen is known for its medieval architecture. Visit the Joan of Arc Historical Exhibition, which tells the story of the French heroine who was tried and executed in Rouen. Take time to tour the Rouen Palace. Visit the Rouen Cathedral, famously painted by Monet. While shopping in the center of Rouen, look for the Gros Horloge, a beautiful 14th century astronomical clock. Rouen hosts the Armada, one of the world's largest gatherings of sailing ships, every few years. Number 6. Brussels, Belgium. A 1.5-hour train ride from Paris, and you cross the border to Brussels, Belgium. A must-visit is the Grand Palace in the central square of Brussels, known as one of the most beautiful squares in Europe. Visit the museums in Jubel Park. Inside the Army Museum, you can access the top of the Triple Arch for great views of Brussels. Take a tour inside the Atomium, which was built for the 1958 World's Fair in Brussels. Mannequin Pis has been a part of Brussels since 1619, with many legends surrounding its origin. Do not leave without tasting some delicious Belgian chocolate. Number 6. Colmar. 2.5 hours from Paris is the picturesque town of Colmar. With its colorful, half-timbered houses and picturesque canals, Colmar is well worth spending a day here. Stop for a meal in Old Town with its cobblestone streets and medieval buildings. Little Venice is a beautiful canal district. Plan to take a relaxing boat ride along the Grand Canal. St. Martin's Church is a beautiful Gothic church in the heart of Colmar. Number 7. Palace of Versailles. Not to be missed is a visit to the magnificent Palace of Versailles. The palace was originally a hunting lodge, then transformed to be the royal residence of Louis XIV. Known for its stunning opulence and now extensive art collection, the palace does not disappoint. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I, was signed here in the Hall of Mirrors in 1919. Make your way to the Grand Trianon, and then to the extensive gardens with ornate fountains and statues. Number 8. Strasbourg. Located on the Rhine River, Strasbourg is about 2.5 hours from Paris. Enjoy the views of this stunning medieval city from a boat tour on one of the canals. At one time, the Strasbourg Cathedral was one of the tallest buildings in the world. Currently, it is one of the tallest churches in the world. Make your way to the Strasbourg astronomical clock. It dates back to 1574. And that completes our 8 best day trips from Paris by train. Let us know in the comments what you enjoyed most on your visit to France. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel guides and tips.